What's going on, everybody? It's Grippers here, providing you with episode 2 on our Jurassic World Evolution 2 gameplay here. We're going to go ahead and roll through the second campaign mission. We did the first one here on Monday, so we're going to go ahead and broadcast the second one here. We're going to be doing some more content here with Jurassic World Evolution 2 for sure, as well as some Call of Duty. We're trying to get some Warzone in here pretty soon. So if you are new to the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content here. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and load up the second mission here. Alright, so the first things first is it wants you to go ahead and tranquilize all of these two dinosaurs here. You do have to use the helicopter, which I'm not very good at. We're trying to get better, but I find it just a little tough. We'll get this. He's right next to us. We'll take care of him first. Alright, there we go. They're both tranquilized. So while they're tranquilized, you get 10 minutes once you tranquilize them. While they're tranquilized, once you go ahead and build these 3 facilities here. So if you go down to operations, arrival point, and also a backup generator to supply power. I'm just going to put it near the back. We do need a control center as well. I'm just going to put that near the back. And you do need a backup generator, which is under power. Backup generator right there. We're going to put it somewhat close to the enclosure here. We'll just build that there. These couple of buildings here at the beginning, they do require a path. So we'll just build that here ahead of time. And there it is, path not connected. We almost beat that, but that's okay. The game checks us. It tells us what it wants us to do. We need an operational response facility, basically, to use the helicopter and the ranger team.
We're also going to need a response facility. Your response to this directive should be to get one built. You see what I mean?
And we'll just put it near these other buildings here as well. And you do need a path, once again. Just like most buildings, they need a path. We'll just connect it here to this other one. All good to go. These guys are still tranquilized. I would imagine we probably have to destroy these fences here to build new ones, but we'll let the mission play out. We'll let it see what it says. Checking our time here on these dinosaurs, we do have 8 minutes left. So we just have to make sure we get this done in 8 minutes time. And there it is.
Need to get the dinosaurs into new holding
so you probably could just repair these fences if you wanted to, but I honestly find it easier if you just take them all out. Take out all the broken ones. So that one's broken. All of the ones in red, essentially. They're all broken through. Alright, so that's all the broken ones there. Looks like they had a bunch of small cages going on. I'm actually going to go ahead and create just one giant one. I would imagine they probably need some room to run around here. So we're going to build just kind of one giant enclosure. Kind of going out on a limb on this. I'm not sure if it wants us to do this, but we're going to do it anyways. It's going to make a giant square or rectangle. I believe these are probably the only 2 dinosaurs we're going to have on this mission. So we're just going to use up most of the room that we have. Did that connect? I think it did. Fence is still loading in. There we go. But we're going to go ahead and wake these guys up here. So go down to the left panel again, kind of your main control panel here on the left-hand side, all the way down to transport. All you have to do is pick them up and put them down. You can literally put them a foot from where they are and they'll wake up, or you can move them way across the map if you need to. But for this purpose here, it's just a single enclosure, so just move them a couple feet and you'll be good to go. I'm actually going to go ahead and extend this out a little bit, just to make sure they have enough room. And I believe in the first mission, after you transported the dinosaurs, you had to go ahead and do a status check on them. I would imagine that's the next part here, and we do have the ranger team. They are geared up and good to go. So we'll kind of see what the next part is here. I would imagine it's probably that, though. And we're going to need a gate. So we're just going to go and put the gate up, just because we know ranger team can't get in if they don't have a gate. So we'll make that nice and easy. Right next to it. Yep, there it is. They require a status check. So we'll go ahead and we'll assign the ranger team to go ahead and do that. We could just take control of the vehicle, but we'll just assign it to them. It'll be way easier that way. Alternatively, you could also just build the ranger post. The ranger team can just go ahead and monitor them kind of from afar to make it safe. Whenever you actually have a giant map here, you know, the main story, you probably just want to do the ranger posts rather than doing them individually, especially with carnivores, because they do get mad easily. But for now, we'll just manually have them check on it. And there he is. Looks like he was charging it, but he stopped. So it looks like they're missing a couple of things here. They are missing prey and sand. Not too bad, though. They've got population, area, all that good stuff. So they also have water already. A little bit of water here, so that's good. So we'll put in the prey first. Looks like they're fighting. It's nice. We'll put in the prey, though. That is under enclosures. Go down to feeders. And the live prey feeder. Put it right there. And the only thing they're missing is sand. So it looks like sand is under painting. I probably wouldn't have thought of that, but I'm glad that we quickly caught onto that one. So just go to the left here, scroll under painting, and there is sand. So we're going to kind of give it some sand here. As you can see, the percentage is going up very quickly. They're at 34% sand now, and they need to be at around, looks like 40 or 45. I'm just basically spamming X here, just kind of put it everywhere. And there's plenty of sand now. And it looks like they're good to go. They are 100% healthy, 100% comfort, so they're no longer going to break out of the cage. And as we clicked on him here, he actually ate the live goat, which is pretty cool to see, honestly. I like that. That was a nice catch. We happened to just click on him, and he was hunting down that goat. Nice timing there. And the second part of this mission here is to ensure that they are visible from a research viewing gallery. So that's going to be under facilities here, research viewing gallery. We're going to put it near the front. Hopefully that'll suffice. If not, we'll move it. It will need a path. So we'll build that path. There's another goat here running around, as you can see. All right, there we go. Good to go on that one. Search for signs of a dangerous escaped dinosaur.
But now, Mr. Grady, it's essential that we know where they are.
Dino my dinosaurs. I'd say they're headed off in this direction.
And do you know your dinosaurs, Mr. Grady?
Better than anyone.
But these are not your dinosaurs, per se.
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
And you can kind of actually see in the map at the beginning, you see the little red dinosaur symbol there. It kind of tells you where the objective is. So the objective is actually outside of this cage, so we do need to leave and go around the outside of the map here. That's also a very helpful hint there. Anytime you have like an objective or like a dinosaur on the loose or a broken fence, if you just check kind of the sidebar there at the top, it'll tell you what direction you need to go. So try to make sure to pay attention to that top bar up there. So we're going to venture out here a little bit. Looks like we're getting a little bit closer. As you can see, it's getting bigger. We'll just take it back here just for a second. So that square up there at the top, the closer you get, the bigger it gets. And alternatively, if you back up here, it's really small. So that kind of also gauges how far away you are. So it gives you the direction as well as how far away you are from your objective here. So the closer we get, that square is just getting larger and larger. So there we go.
This looks promising. You know, not that I'm promising anything.
And again, our objective is a little bit further down here, as you can see. So we'll just keep going. Looks like the square is getting a little bit bigger, so it should be pretty close here. Yep, right there. There we go. Looks like it's a large carnivore. I would imagine that the carnivore is probably further up on the map here. You'll actually see it, rather than just signs of it. Just keep following the map there at the top, and that square is getting a little bit bigger, so we're approaching our... Yep, there it is right there. You can see him there in the distance a little bit, walking around.
Say what you want about the dinosaurs, but they're not subtle. Wherever they go, they leave a mark.
Sounds like someone I know.
But that is actually not the one we're looking for. He just happens to kind of be there. So not the one we're searching for. He's just kind of in the wild there.
A certain lovable animal behaviorist whose humility has a charm of its own.
We'll just keep following this top bar here. I think that using the ranger team is a lot easier than using a helicopter. Looks like it's an Allosaurus. Very interesting. And I would imagine it's got to be up here next. He says we're getting close. So Chris Pratt's saying here in the background. So maybe he's all the way back here. We'll see. I hope so. And that red square is getting bigger and bigger. Still no dinosaur yet. Gotta keep going. Looks like we have a wide open field here. It looks like we've got a couple wild dinosaurs in the background there. But not the one we're looking for. That might be him right there. I think that's it. Maybe not? Nope, they are not. And this is the map's edge, actually. Can't really go through these trees, apparently. We're going to go ahead and back it up. Again, stuck on the trees. Try to stick away from the trees. I figured you could have drove through those. They weren't very big, but apparently not. So we'll try to cut back inside here. Alright. See, it's right around the corner here, but these trees are making it difficult. These guys are herbivores. They're not going to harm you, unless they hit into you, of course. But they're not actually going to attack you voluntarily. Here we go. We just took too wide of a turn. It ends up being all the way over here, but that's okay. Oh, there he is, right there.
Chase. Move.
Owen. Owen, are you okay? What is happening?
Little busy right now.
Please tell me you have things under control.
Do you want me to lie?
If it'll calm my anxiety, yes. I'm a bundle of raw nerves.
We're working the problem.
So we get to use the helicopter here again. We need to tranquilize the dinosaur. So I am very, very bad at this, but we're getting better as we go. If he just stands still for just a second, he's on the run. There we go, we got him. Wasn't too bad there.
Owen, what's our status?
We're close. Give everything almost
We do have to transport him all the way back to the beginning. Actually, probably not, but we're going to put him all the way back in the beginning here.
Dr. Dua.
Oh,
So let's go down to transport.
thanks for asking.
We're going to bring him all the way back here. And just like in the first game, as you can see, you can sell the dinosaurs. So that's good to see as well. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to put him in the same enclosure here. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to build our own separate enclosure just for this one here. It doesn't tell you to specifically do that or not do that, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. And this is actually the boundary for the map, so you may have to put them in the same enclosure, but we'll see. We'll just do this really tiny one here for right now.
Herbivores? What about them?
As long as they stay away from civilization, leave them in place. They'll survive in the wilderness without our intervention, right?
Given time to adapt, yes, I'd say they will.
I guess that's something we're all gonna have to get used to. Having dinosaurs out in the world.
Is that you talking, or is that...
Alright, we'll have been here for now, and the Ranger team will have to do a status check, so we do have to build another gate. So we'll put it right here. I would imagine this is probably too small for him, but we'll let the mission play out. And again, how I'm seeing this right here in the map is if you just hit triangle, you can kind of just see a large view of the entire map here. We can see our two dinosaurs here in this enclosure, a couple buildings we have, and then all the way down here where we found them is the end of the map. And it looks like the helicopter is currently taking them right now, right there as you can see. So using the triangle button actually lets you quickly find your buildings, your dinosaurs. If this guy was injured or anything like that, you can always check up on them. It looks like these guys need a status check. So we're going to go ahead and just do that now. And there's the Ranger team. They made it back safely. We'll just have them check on them real quick. And then once the Allosaurus is back here, we'll have them check up on him as well. Looks like we have plenty of room here to the right side of these cages, so we're actually going to extend this out. He probably needs more room. I'm gonna imagine being a carnivore, wanting to hunt, etc., things like that. And we'll just switch the gate and we'll put it over here. The Allosaurus is almost here. Looks like they did tack the vehicle, but that's okay. The vehicle made it out safely. It'll just go back to base and it'll repair itself. You can see the condition is the red bar there, but as soon as it gets back to the base, it just automatically repairs itself. So as long as it doesn't totally get destroyed, it'll always just regenerate itself by default. And we do need to do the status check ASAP here on him. Ranger team's making its way over. So it's missing some forest here. We're going to build some forest real quick. Hopefully that'll be good for them.
To assess the status of the
They need some
dinosaurs
prey,
they're bringing in.
as well as some water.
We'll need to do a full medical scan. I want to understand what went wrong if we're going to avoid an event like this in the future.
There's some water. Here's some prey. And we do need to go ahead and make sure that he's okay. So we're going to go down to facilities here. It's actually not a facilities, under operations. Medical facility. There we go. Does require a path, just like normal. Just connect it right there. So it looks like he has enough of everything, enough water, enough prey, open space, forest, area, population. So he's good to go, but we do need this medical facility here.
Sometimes what a problem requires is a new set of eyes. Let's hire a few scientists with the skills to diagnose these animals. Make sure they are competent with the MVU and can perform medical scans on the dinosaurs. I'm interested to see what we can discover.
So we have to recruit scientists with a combined welfare skill of 3. It doesn't exactly tell you how to do this currently. But I believe from the first mission is under... Yep, there we go, right there. So we need a welfare level of 3. So we'll go to the control room here. We'll hire some scientists. So it looks like we have a lot more options now. The first mission, I think there was only 3 of them. But now it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different scientists to choose from. We do need a welfare of 3 at a minimum. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one here. She does have a welfare of 3. Also has good genetics and logistics, so we'll add her on.
We've
Good to
hired
go.
more scientists, per Dr. Dua. So we should have a better handle on the dinosaur's medical status.
Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what went wrong.
Hey, if I've learned anything, it's that these animals are unpredictable. Like people. But with bigger teeth.
Yeah. We should keep an eye
So
on
for this mission here, all you have to do is go ahead and assign them a task.
Yes.
Hit add task
She's
here.
working for the CIA now.
Go ahead and click on the Allosaurus here, and they'll go ahead and see what's wrong with them. Some type of disease or some type of ailment. We'll check it out.
Smarter, too.
You see the health is dropping whenever the Allosaurus was brought in originally to the location here. It did have 80% health, so it did drop by 10%. So you do want to make sure that you diagnose this and take care of this right away. I would imagine if you probably wait about 5 to 10 minutes and don't take care of the mission or the objective, might I say, he might actually end up dying. So you do want to take care of this immediately. Okay, so it looks like you need to bring the dinosaur all the way to the unit over here, and then they can go ahead and treat them.
We have to knock that dino out.
Looks like he has a major fracture.
But, you know,
So you do have to tranquilize the dinosaur here. I've always been just tranquilizing them myself, just because, A, for one, just to have some practice here with the helicopter. Two, you know, it's just the campaign mission. It's just the starter, so you don't have that many dinosaurs to deal with. But once you have a giant park with lots of enclosures, lots of dinosaurs, definitely the easiest thing to do is just go ahead and click on them, add them a task, and just tell them to do whatever you need to do. So I just manually assigned them to go ahead and take care of that there, which they did quickly. That was about, 15 seconds, and that's it. Probably would have took me like a minute and a half or so, so it saves you about a minute there in time. So we'll go ahead and bring them over here. Looks like it costs $400,000, but that's okay. Money's not a problem here. Looks like we have a nice, a little over $4 million anyways, so no big deal. And this absolutely was not in the first game. I mean, dinosaurs did get, you know, it's like some ailments. They did have some diseases, things like that, but they never had like a fracture or something to that degree. So it looks like they beefed up the amount of things that can't go wrong with the dinosaurs. Some additional things you need to go ahead and do to cure them or heal them. So they're trying to make it a little bit harder on us, which I like. Looks like the Allosaurus is on transport. It's getting over here now. And I kind of want to see this. I want to be real up close to it. Alright, looks like it's lowering it down now. And again, the dinosaur is tranquilized. Looks like it's going to take 2 minutes to fully heal the dinosaur. It looks like it's just kind of putting some type of spray on them, so it doesn't really show you too much, but nonetheless it is healing the dinosaur. So it's kind of a letdown on the visual aspect of what they could have done with it. I don't know, they could have brought some type of... I don't even really know what I'm looking for, but this kind of spray thing doesn't really do it. It is what it is. The game is a little bit harder here with these injuries. So all you have to do is basically just sit here and wait 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and move off from that for a second. Just to check on these guys over here. They still do have 100% comfort, 100% health, so they're good to go. There's a goat running around. So you just have to kind of sit here and just hang out and relax for a minute. And we're about to run out of fuel here. I'm not sure if this is the last objective here for the mission, but we're going to go ahead and just resupply this anyways, just in case there's a couple more things to do. We'll just fill it up fully. You have to make sure you check out your backup generators here. If they run out of fuel, therefore you'll lose power to your major buildings, things won't work, guests can't go in them, etc. So always make sure that you have enough power and have enough fuel. And we can see here we do have a couple of guests as well. Looks like they're checking out the viewing gallery, things like that.
Part of the healing process is to get some rest.
And all you have to do is put it back
Preferably
into the enclosure.
Works for me. Same for the dinosaurs, I'd imagine.
You imagine correctly.
And we do have to ensure that the Allosaurus is visible from a research viewing
Yes,
gallery.
moving on then. We want to have the animal transported and then secure and comfortable in its enclosure, if you please.
You do have to build a path again. It doesn't really give you a super wide view, but hopefully you should be able to see it from there. It should give us the objective. As you can see, hit triangle again, just to kind of see the basic overview of the map. Looks like he is en route now. And again, if you just click on the viewing gallery, if you hit X, you can actually see the physical view. Lots of trees here, but that's okay. It's just basically the campaign mission. It's meant to be easy. These guys need a status check, but this is probably, honestly, the end of the space of the campaign here. So he does need a little bit more open space. Actually, he just needs a little bit of water. That's it. Just a little bit of water. There's some water. Looks like he needs more water than that, so that's okay. We'll give him some more water. Looks like he was just a little bit thirsty there, so just have to add in that water. And it looks like this viewing gallery did not cut it, unfortunately. You probably could just move the Allosaurus and put him over here, but you know what? We're going to try that. We're going to see if that works. Or maybe he'll just wander over there. We'll give it a second here. We'll see what happens. Looks like he's not really wanting to go over there, so we'll just go ahead and cut down in this area a little bit here. And just like always, you have to attach a path. And that should definitely be good there. There we go, Washington complete, and that actually completes the mission there. There we go. So all we had to do is add that little viewing gallery over there so they can actually see the Allosaurus, and you're good to go. So that's going to be it for the second mission there. So that was Washington State. The first mission was 20%. I would assume this one's 20% as well. Might be wrong. So looks like there's going to be at least 5 campaign videos. So we're going to have at least at a minimum of 3 more here, or could be a couple of more, depending on how many missions there actually are. So that's going to be it for this video here. This completely walks you through the second campaign mission video in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So please make sure to check out this video here. Drop a like, and again, subscribe for more content. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.